The long-awaited and much-anticipated Bitcoin split has finally happened. If we've been in the crypto space for a while, the last one was 4 years ago. What should we expect from Bitcoin's price if we are new to cryptocurrencies and this is our first time seeing the price cut in half? So let's look at what happened after Bitcoin was split in half for the last time on May 11, 2020. Take a look at the weekly price chart with the moneyline indicator. The trend changed from bearish to bullish during the exact week of the last Bitcoin split. BTC's price then stayed flat for a few weeks, going back and forth between $8,500 and $12,000. It didn't take off until mid-October 2020. Looking farther away, we can see that this crazy monster goes through its last all-time high of about $69,000 in November 2021, after which it starts to go down. After that, the market went into a bear market that lasted until January 2023, when it officially turned bullish again. Since then, we've been going up, with a brief dip to the downside in September and October 2023. That gets us to the $60K level we're at now. So what would happen in a situation like this? What would happen if something else happened? As crypto owners, what should we keep in mind? What about this story that Bitcoin is dying? Hi, my name is Crypto Casey. In this video, we'll talk about what we might see in the crypto markets after Bitcoin is halved and bust some myths about what happens after a Bitcoin splitting and what happens to other cryptocurrencies in the same space. Let's do it. Check out Morales Money, Trust Capital, and Tangent Wallet, who are our sponsors. We've been using the Moneyline tool for a few months now to keep an eye on bullish and bearish market trends and find altcoin gems before they price go through the roof. This way, you can know when to buy, sell, and hold crypto. You can buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrencies, silver and gold without having to pay taxes on the gains. You can also roll over your current $401,000 with Trust Capital and put the money into a cold storage hardware wallet like Tangent Wallet. This crypto wallet is the simplest to set up and use on the market right now. It's the size of a credit card and works with multiple currencies and chains, and the price is very low. So scroll down and click on the links below to go to the right and proper sites and take advantage of any deals they are offering. An important thing to remember about this case is that we reached a new all-time high of about 73,000 before the halving. This has never happened before. Usually, a new all-time high happens 12 to 18 months after the halving. Also, big companies are now in the game thanks to the approval of spot Bitcoin ETFs. This is money from players who weren't in the game before. Countries are giving up on the US dollar and looking for options they can trust. In general, all of these things are good for Bitcoin. One important thing that is the same this time is that there will be a world event that will make the money printers work again. It was the pandemic the last time. This time, there might be a world war. Even better, this will make Bitcoin go up because it will have more money in it. People have to take risks with risky investments like crypto. So, if prices behave similarly after the last halving, we would need to stay in a bullish trend, which means staying above this $57,100 price level on a weekly basis, and for prices to stay flat in a range of maybe $60,000 to $80,000 until October 2024. After that, prices would go on a mission to new all-time highs over the next year until November 2025, before turning bearish and entering the next bear cycle. And, as we talked about on the show, I think $169,420 is the new all-time high. There is a very good chance that this is either a very low or very high guess. What do you think the price will do during this bull cycle? Tell me in the comments. Good job. Let's look at the Bitcoin death spiral next. How true is the story about Bitcoin dying? There is a myth called the Bitcoin death spiral that says Bitcoin miners will stop making money because the benefits they get for keeping the network safe, facilitating transactions, and running will be cut in half after Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin, the cost of having Bitcoin miners' computers that do a lot of work using a lot of energy to verify transactions, and the difficulty level to make blocks of transactions, which is algorithmic and changes all the time, all play a role in this. If Bitcoin miners can't make any more money, they will all turn off their tools at about the same time, and no more blocks will be made. The hash rate would go down, so this is what would happen. It would be too hard to mine a block to keep going, which would make it even less profitable for miners. Keep in mind that the level of challenge changes every 2016 blocks. As more miners quit, the next block that can be used to change the difficulty is never reached. Bitcoin will die because there won't be enough miners to keep the network going. This Bitcoin death spiral myth has been made every time Bitcoin has had a halving. This was Bitcoin's fourth halving, which is why it's been in the news lately. Now that we know what it is, this story is not true, doesn't make sense, and won't happen in the end. Each Bitcoin miner works in a different way, depending on where they are, what technology they use, how efficient it is, and any rules or incentives set by the government. So each miner will figure out how profitable they are in a very different way. If all miners had the same tools, worked at the same rate, and got their power from the same company, etc., then yes, all Bitcoin miners would stop making money at the same time. But as we talked about, miners are very different from one another. Some miners may not be able to make any money, but the Bitcoin network will keep running as long as there are enough miners to get to the next block. What would happen if half of all Bitcoin miners disappeared? It would only take 20 minutes to mine a block instead of the current rate of 10 minutes. It would keep taking 20 minutes each block for 2,000 blocks, or 4 weeks, until the right level of difficulty is reached. This would reset everything and make it half as hard to mine a block, which would bring the rate back to 10 minutes per block. And the miners who kept working would make a lot of money at that point. So cool. Now that the Bitcoin price has been halved, we have a better idea of what to expect from it going forward. Let's talk about how money has previously moved from Bitcoin to other coins. First, as people who work in the crypto space, we need to make sure that the security of our digital assets like Bitcoin is a top priority. One way to do this is to fully own and control them with our own cryptocurrency wads like TandemWatt. It's as thin as a credit card and very simple to set up. It really does only take a minute or so. We can store our crypto safely and have full control over it. We can also buy, sell, trade, and earn thousands of coins and tokens. The Tandem app is very easy to use, so beginners won't have any of the problems they often have with other crypto apps. Along with that, it makes Web3 easier to use for crypto buyers with more experience. It comes with 3 tandem cards, which are like having 3 sets of the same keys to your house or car. They're there in case you lose one. Since their launch in 2017, when they had over 1 million wallets on the market, they have had 0 wallet hacks. This is because the Tandem app has both biometric security and access code protection. This cryptocurrency wallet is truly amazing and will change the game. I wasn't sure about it when I first heard about it. I've been using them for over a year though, and now I have several on hand that I love to give to friends, family, and even strangers. It only takes a minute or 2 to set up, and then I send them some cryptocurrency so they can watch the price, become interested, and start spreading the word about this cool new technology. So if you click on the link below, you can save money on your Tandem wallet. Until the end of the month, shipping is free on orders of 2 or more wallets. Check it out by scrolling down. We can also expect Bitcoin to lose some of its power now that the halving is over. So what does Bitcoin power mean? In the crypto world, Bitcoin dominance just means the amount of money that is in Bitcoin compared to all the other coins. A lot of the money that was in Bitcoin starts to move into other cryptocurrencies after a Bitcoin halving. Look it over. Bitcoin's dominance dropped about 4% in the months after the second halving in June 2016, and then dropped another 60% during the 2017 bull market. This means that a lot of money moved out of Bitcoin and into altcoins during the altcoin season, leaving only 40% of all the money in the crypto space in Bitcoin. In the past, when Bitcoin's dominance drops and hits a low, it means that the